already tried and practiced data types in the Dart. We have talked null safety. So I have explained that after which version null safety supports, right? Then we talked about the final and static keyword, and one more keyword is constant that we will see today. Then we have talked methods also, not more but simply method we will talk. After that, that is my plan in today class. We will check first constructor, named constructor. After that we will check constant keyword, and in the deep we will check while we will work on the Flutter application, mobile application. That time whole thing will use, so that time our points will be clear. Now after that we will use functions or nested functions. We can say that how can we pass a function in a function, how can we use function in a function, right? After that, what is the arrow syntax, and callable class. Callable class means if you have used already in that, then we will see. So my plan just to cover only till this point, then we will see next. So I have already opened Dart pad. There we will try. So now that time in last class we have checked here like demo with some parameter, like I have used here string and name, correct? So this is the my constructor. So this constructor is name unnamed constructor, means it's similar like in Java, right? You have known. But in Java we can use like this also, more than one constructor with a different parameter. That's we say that like but to say that overriding, I think. Yeah.
Overriding.
Yeah. So but in Dart it's not support string and suppose an employer name. It's not support, right? But instead of that, Dart provide us say that named constructor. So named constructor means just before after the constructor we can give a that name something. That's why it's a named constructor, right? So we can give any name. Suppose then 2 parameters, right? So it will not give error, right?
Yes.
Or we can use as a like that. So this is just one thing, that's named constructor and unnamed constructor we have checked. Now after that we want to check a const keyword. So const keyword is like that that will not update also, like final keyword we can't update, right? But we know that what is a final keyword. Final keyword, it means that their value we can change runtime. Runtime means not change, but we can that's a means runtime. So whenever in a class or common visits or common class, we take a one their variables as a final and we pass that value, that constructor, right? So that execute.
Final means it is only accessible from inside the class, not outside the class.
Yeah, that is also, and that is not correct actually. You can access that by using their object. Suppose then I have here a one final value, final, and there is a name itself, right? And I can give that make that string, right? So now just this is the final, so I can use here this directly, this dot name. Okay, now this using now above also, so I can remove here and I can just state name. Now we will see here in that class I am creating a one object of the demo and demo equal to demo. I create an object, I pass the value is and here I show demo dot name, so I can access that value, right?
Yes.
So it is final, but I can access. So it not mean that I can't access. I will explain. I will explain that ahead. What you mean? I understand what you want to say. If I make a class as a final, or I can make a function as a final, that time you can't reuse that. Reuse means that you can't extend that class, correct? Or you can't extend that method. You can't reuse that method if you make a method final, but you can access it, right? You can access it variable final, but you can't update that. If you will try here update, it will not update because they will say it's a final. You can't change the value final, right?
Yes.
But final is a runtime execution. Runtime. What it means? I have defined, I have assigned a variable, and now I am passing the value of that null field by the object, right? Or by the creating object. So it's assign exam for the name variable runtime, right? Now,
Okay.
now we are talking about the constant keyword. Const, we can say const. So const is similar to final, right? Similar to final means your const value can't be updated. Like you have here we have checked like sorry, like name you can't update, right? So here
Yes.
final value can't be updated.
Immutable, right?
Right, or yeah, or you can say that it is a immutable, right?
Yes.
Now const value also you can't change. It is also const is immutable, right? But const is execute compile time, and so that if you use a const something, I use const suppose then variable name is numbers equal to 23 date. So it's mean like I will show you that why is giving it
Integer.
see now suppose then I assigned 23 value. First that I will show you. I will assign here out of the class also. So now if I'll not assign the value for the const, it will give error. Why? Because now here you see, yes, it's a compile time checking, right? So you must be assigned value while you assign the variable. But in final, you if you didn't assign the value for final, it's fine, because you can assign their variable there. You can initialize the value while runtime, but in constant it's a compile time, so you must be provide the value. Okay, suppose then I provide 23. Now after that you can't change that value. So you have here that in a widgets, or you will check in Flutter, whenever you are stateless class or you want some widgets are fixed, you don't want to change that widget, so that time you must be use const before the widget. Why? Because whenever you rebuild your application or you that screen rebuild, so that time that widget will not render again.
To save memory, right?
Yeah, so that's why const keyword is very useful. Now const keyword is not related to class. Const keyword we can use the out of the class also, like that. I have assigned this out of the class, right? Now now if same thing I use here, it will give the error, right? Why this give the error? Because const static you can access without variable also. Like same here, I can demo now here dot, it will not access the number because it's a constant. So constant we use without the object. So demo, and we can use here number. No, don't need to create object here, numbers, right? But we can't do so. It is also immutable. And other thing, we can make a const. We will learn const. We use a const constructor also. So that time also it's useful. Suppose then I make const here, constructor